So friends,
Okay.
welcome to the second session of the day. I myself is Dr. Chandramouli. I am working as a senior faculty member in the Department of Studies in Social Work, University of Mysore, Mysore, since almost 24 years. Basically, I'm a social work teacher. I teach the various methods of social work, such as working with individuals and families, working with groups. Then for the second semester students, I'll be teaching about personal and professional growth, legal system in India. And when they come to the second year, that is third and fourth semesters, my area of specializations are human resource development and employee wellness, and organization behavior and organizational development. These are my areas of interest, and I have been teaching almost for the last 2 decades. With this, I will start the session today. Friends, today we are going to have a small insight about the rights of the children. Whatever the rights that are adopted in India and abroad, based on the Convention on the Rights of the Child of 1989. Okay, so the UN has adopted the Convention on the Rights of the Child on 1989. We all know that, and India is one of the signatories to this convention. Okay, so friends, let me start with a small dialogue, which is popular in the outside world. People and the activists who are working in the field of child welfare, they often say that today's children are today's citizens. Today's children are, once upon a time, when we were children, people used to say, today's children are tomorrow's citizens. But now it has gone. The jargon has been changed. Today's children are today's citizens. They are today's leaders, and hence they are today's human resources. Am I clear? Can somebody unmute and say, am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, sir.
Okay. Please mute yourselves. Please mute yourselves. So, my dear friends, I tell you, today's children are today's citizens and today's leaders, and they are the real human resources of our country. So, they have to bloom themselves with the total or overall personality development, and they should contribute both for their own family development as well as the development of the nation. Okay, friends, with this, I just want to enter into the main topic, that is rights of the children. Friends, there are various issues which are being faced by the children in India and abroad. A study which is conducted by the Department of Women and Child Development involving 13 states has revealed that 25 lakh children die every year. On an average, 25 lakh children die every year. Child malnutrition.
Sir, voice break aita ide.
Particularly in India, when about 6 years back, one of the survey has revealed that 65% of the children of India are malnutritioned. The then Prime Minister of India, Mr. Manmohan Singh ji, had said that it is a national shame. Okay, child malnutrition is the highest in the world, particularly in India. That's why we have got a separate department in the name of Women and Child Development. Okay, the sex ratio is declining in India. For 1,000 male boys, we have 927 girl children available. The sex ratio is dwindling very, very seriously. Every 5 minutes, a child arrives at a railway station unaccompanied leading to the missing of children or child trafficking. I'll repeat this point. Friends, in India, every child, for every 5 minutes, one child arrives in the railway station platforms unaccompanied with the intention of either running away or being carried away by somebody else. Okay, this leads to either kidnapping or child trafficking of the children. Friends, the female feticide is rampant in India. India has the highest number of child laborers, as we all know. Child marriages are also happening unabatedly every day without what you call the notice of the legal agencies. Friends, it is high time that a reciprocal attempt has to be made to save the children, well, by involving the government, the civil society, and the NGOs to check the exploitation of the children's rights and promote their welfare. Okay, I'll repeat this point. A reciprocal, a team approach involving the government, the civil society, and the NGOs are to be made very consciously to safeguard the interests of the children, protect the rights of the children, and promote their welfare in the longer run. Well, coming to the rights particularly, you can please make a note in your mind that there are approximately about 13 important areas or rights of the children. Okay, 13 areas I'm going to touch upon very slowly. The first one is every child has the right to be born well. Okay, the first right is every child has the right to be born. It is the responsibility of the parents to make sure that they can provide a safe environment for their unborn child. It includes proper medical care from conception, birth, and postnatal care. Friends, I'll repeat, it is not only desirable to conceive. Every parent, both the parents, should take to provide proper medical care from the stage of conception and birth, and even after the birth by providing postnatal care. The second right is every child has the right to a wholesome family life. Okay, I just request you, what is the significance of family life for a child? Can somebody tell me about it? Sam, any one of you who has been very much involved with the area of child welfare, please tell me, what is the significance of family life in the life of a child?
Provides support to the child.
Yes.
The basic nurturing
Caring?
required.
Yes.
That family provides.
That's true. Right. So the second right refers to every child has the right to have a wholesome family life. Wholesome. It should be a comprehensive family life because, the child's first learning happens at home. Both the parents are the first teachers. Okay. The family provides the environment, okay, which will be either conducive or negative for the overall development of the child. So the parents are the first teachers. A loving family, a caring family is the need of the hour. So friends, as I said earlier, every child has got the right to have a wholesome family life wherein all the children can see their parents imbibe what is known as ethical values and morals by looking at their own parents. Okay? It is the parents who act as the role model to imbibe upon their children the required ethical values and morals. Okay? That is why we always, very often say, it is crucial for a child to have a good and stable family life during their formative days. Okay, during their early childhood days, the children should have a very stable, loving, caring, and complete family life. Is that clear? Well, I'm going to the third right. That is, every child has the right to be raised well and become contributing members of a society, right? All of us are very well aware that we all have seen the movie Dhoni, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the untold story, right? There, all of us have seen Mahendra Singh Dhoni's parents were very poor. They were not really rich, but the parents have provided the young Dhoni love, care, affection, and also all supporting environment, because of which Mahendra Singh Dhoni groomed himself to be a very strong, cool cricket player. Okay. So this right focuses that every child has the right to be raised well and become contributing members of the society. By raising them in a safe and loving environment, we make them fearless, we make them adventurous, we make them creative. Okay, this right is very significant in the sense that by providing a very safe and loving environment, parents and guardians can shape their personalities. The overall personality of a child can be developed in a fearless, stable environment of the young ones to be useful and contributing to the members of the society as well as to the country in the later stages. Friends, I have given you the example. I can give you one more example. Because of the contribution of the family, we could see the late Abdul Kalamji, the former president of India. He rose to the level of the scientist, and subsequently he became the president of India. Why and how? It is all because of the family support. So is the case with people like Sir C.V. Raman or many other great personalities. It is the family which really raised them well and made them to contribute both to the family as well as to the society. So the third right is every child has the right to be raised well, to be groomed well, and to become a contributing member of the society. Okay. So I'm coming to the fourth right, my dear friends. Every child has the right to basic needs, right? It's very simple. You don't require any explanation. The basic needs are the balanced diet, the adequate clothing, sufficient shelter, and proper health care. These are the four important basic needs of every child. And all this are to be provided by the parents as well as the society. So the fourth right says that clearly every child has the right to have basic needs: a balanced diet, adequate clothing, sufficient shelter, and proper health care. It is because of this they develop physically, mentally, and morally, even spiritually, subsequently. Okay. So coming to the next right, okay, every child has the right to access what they need to have a good life. Okay, I'll repeat this right. This right is an additional right to the fourth right of basic needs, right? Every child has the right to access what they need to have a good life, right? This right goes beyond the basic needs and their fulfillment. Okay? Like, for example, the provision of proper care, providing love and attention, love and affection, providing wholesome recreation, protection, and providing guidance to the children whenever they require it. Friends, I tell you, the fulfillment of these 5 important aspects of rights, like proper caring, loving and showing affection, providing wholesome recreation, protection of the children, providing guidance, all this, the fulfillment of these needs leads the young children to develop their emotional quotient. They'll become more strong mentally, emotionally. They develop strong character. Okay, it helps them to develop strong patience, right? They become very good at socializing with others. Okay, their personalities become more stronger, more positive one. Okay, so the right, that is the 5th right, is every child has the right to access what they need to have a good life. My dear friends, I'm coming to the 6th right now. Sorry. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hello, I'm on. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible. Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not visible. That is the problem.
Illa.
Something
No,
went
sir.
wrong
Excellent.
here.
Excellent presentation, sir.
Oh,
Audible.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, I'm coming back. Right. Now I think I'm visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The 6th right is every child has the right to education. Very fundamental. Very fundamental, I'm telling you. That is why the government of India is struggling to earmark a lot of funds to, strengthen the education system in India. See, it is because of the education which will decide the future of a country. It is the quality of education which decides the the future of a country, right? India is becoming a superpower. It is because we are all providing better education to our children. So the 6th right of the child is right to education. Well, undoubtedly, the children of India have the right to go to schools, attend classes, and socialize with children of their classmates, listen to the teachings by their teachers, have access to books, laboratories, and computers and other learning materials. I'll repeat this. Every child has got the right to go to school, attend classes, listen to the lectures on teachings, and have the accessibility to the books, computers, laboratories, and other learning materials, thereby develop their scientific temperament, rationality, okay, innovativeness, adventuristic attitude. And I can tell you the future of every child can be nurtured through this, fulfillment of better quality education. So right to education is a fundamental right and also a very important right of every child. Okay. Coming to the 7th right, my dear friends, every child has the right to play and enjoy with their youth. Very important, because in the modern days, what is happening, we both, the couple, father as well as mother, go to work. But unfortunately, we are avoiding them to go out and play. Very often, it so happens that we, because of the fear, because of our anxieties, we avoid our children to go out and play themselves with their friends freely. But this right really provides them a chance to mix with other guys outside their home and play wholesomely. I'll repeat this one. Every child has the right to play and enjoy their youth, right? Remember your own childhood days, how you have spent, how you had spent. All of you had roamed well. You used to, what do you call, climb trees, play whatever the games you wished, and how wise it is to stop our children now from playing. Well, we are not supposed to deny this. The physical health of our child depends upon how much well they play by going outside. Okay, the seventh right enables them to go out and have a wholesome physical gains, involve into variety of activities. Okay, so wholesome recreation activity is their right. Okay, allow the children to enjoy their childhood sufficiently. That's what, in the, about a couple of years back, I had read an article in my, in a newspaper. The article's name was "Allow the Children to Enjoy Their Childhood." We, the parents, should not pester them always to keep inside and study and good, score good marks all the time. Scoring good marks is not the only issue or aspect in every child's life. Friends, I tell you, we should not only confine our children to the books. We should not make them bookworms. We should allow them to develop overall personality development. Okay, we should allow them to play. We should allow them to socialize with others. We should allow them to think better. Okay, so allow the children to enjoy their childhood sufficiently. We should not force them to do forced child labor. That is important here. So please remember, one of the important duties that we are having on our shoulder is we should not force our children to do some child labor practices, which is really not good for their development. It should not be a forced labor. Okay. The eighth right of a child is every child has the right to be protected from danger. Okay, I'll repeat this, friends. Every child has the right to be protected from danger. Okay, what I want to, by saying this, what I want to say here is, we should not take our children and leave them in the marketplace. Okay, negligently. We should not take our children and expose them to the dangers. Like, they might meet with an accident. They might become victims of child trafficking. Who knows, right? So it is an offense on our part that we should not leave them in the public places negligently. Okay, the eighth right clearly says that every child has the right to be protected from dangerous situations. It says that all hazards that could affect their physical, mental, and environmental, emotional states should be avoided. I'll repeat. All the hazards that could affect their physical, mental, and emotional states should be avoided so as to make them feel more and more comfortable, safe, okay, emotionally stable. Okay, the habits of the incidences of leaving them in the marketplaces, in the public places alone is not advisable. Okay. For example, exposing them to the situations where they can meet with accidents or where they can be child trafficked should be avoided. Friends, I'm coming to the ninth right, that is, every child has the right to live in a productive environment. I'll repeat, every child has the right to live in a productive environment. Okay, what do you mean by this? Can somebody tell me? Every child has the right to live in a productive environment. Can somebody say, I can go ahead later. Any one of you?
Live in pollution-free environment, sir.
Sir, is
madam?
it protective or productive, sir?
Productive.
Okay.
It should be a productive environment. Okay.
The child, sir,
We
Madam,
have to write. Sir,
Only one of you can. Any one of you can, add to me. What do you mean by the right?
child itself, sir, children itself,
Okay.
Below the age of, between the age of 6 and 14, every child have to be protected. Where the
Okay.
government provides, that child has to be under the parents or the guardian with all nutritious and other whatever with the development of the child.
Okay.
Everything have to be in the provisions of family or like wherever the child lives.
Okay.
Sir, can I?
Wherever the child lives, everything
Okay.
has to be provided in terms of health and
Okay.
the education provisions.
Okay.
And there is a provision that a child has to be protected where whether it is a guardian or whether it is a parents or anybody in that matter.
Okay. I'll come to that point also. My
Sir,
dear gentleman.
can I?
Yes, please.
Sir, I feel that productive environment means the environment which leads to overall development of the child
Very good. Very good. You're
in a
you're
nurturing
there.
version.
That's fine. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me add now. You can mute yourself, please. So when I say every child has the right to live in a productive environment, it means that children should be surrounded by safe communities. The children should be surrounded by safe communities that inspire them to give back when they get older. That means we should not allow the children.
Sir, not at all audible, sir.
We should not allow the children to socialize with drug peddlers, alcoholics, thugs, etc. We should. Am I audible? Are you participating? Hello? Something went wrong?
Sir, now
Yes,
audible.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, audible. Yes, sir, audible. Excellent presentation. Continue, sir, please.
Thank you so much. So when I say every child has the right to live in a productive environment, it means that children should be surrounded by safe communities, good people, right? It inspires them to give back when they get older. They develop stronger character, positive thinking, better habits, better character. Okay? It means that I'll just give you the example once again. We should not allow the children to associate with persons with antisocial tendencies like goondas, rowdies, or drug peddlers, alcoholics, okay, or even thugs. By doing so, we will be exposing them to the dangers. Okay? Coming to the 10th right, my dear friends, every child has the right to be cared for in the absence of their parent and guardian. Okay? I'll repeat this right. It is very important. Every child has the right to be cared for in the absence of their parent or guardian. It refers to.
Sir, it's not clear. Please once again repeat, sir.
I'll repeat. Every child has the right to be cared for in the absence of their parent or guardian. Okay? Every child has the right to be cared for in the absence of their parent or guardian. In case, two situations will come here. Number one is, if the child is an orphan, if the child has lost both the parents, then he becomes an orphan, right? It is the responsibility of the government to take care of him. And in another occasion, I tell you, when both the parents are irresponsible, when they fail to fulfill the basic requirements of a child, Okay, the government will assume the care for the child. Here, in case of these two situations, like when the child becomes an orphan by losing his or her parent, or when the parents themselves become irresponsible, the child will assume the responsibility and will start taking care of the children. Okay, we all know that the government has established government home for boys and government home for girls, and we also have what is known as the state home, right? So you all must have heard about it. Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children's Act of 2000, right? 2012, amended in 2012, which makes the provision for the establishment of Child Welfare Committee and also Juvenile Justice Board. Through this, the 10th right is fulfilled. In the absence of the parent, okay, the children's needs are taken care of by the government. Okay, I'll go to the next one, that is 11th right. Every child has the right to good governance. This is a very tricky point, but I try to make it clear. Every child has the right to good governance. Well, when I say this, it means that children also have the right to be born under the presence of a stable and good government that can inspire them to become helpful and active citizens. I'll repeat. Under this 11th right, every child has the right to good governance. Children also have the right to be born under the presence of a good and stable governance that can inspire them to become helpful and active citizens when they grow up. Okay? By saying this, I mean that a stable government which makes better social policies, which provides better social control in the entire state, wherein the children feel safe and they think productively about the development of themselves and the society in the later course of days. Okay, so this one example I give you, a wrong example, like to add to this point. Say, for example, what if a child grew up watching more terrorist activities in and around them? It is wrong, right? In a state where the government is weak, where the government fails to provide good social policies and better social control, which leads to the state of anarchy, and that will bring dangerous situations to the development of the personality of the children. Okay, friends, so every child has the right to avail good governance. Okay, I'll move to the 12th right. That is, every child has the right to freedom and peace. I'll repeat. Every child has the right to freedom and peace. This is, I think, probably any one of you can explain to me. You yourself can describe. Every child has the right to freedom and peace. Can somebody, any one of you, enlightened audience, can add to this? You can unmute yourself. Any one of you or a couple of you.
Sir,
Friends?
this is freedom and peaceful means here the peaceful environment should be there for them.
Yes.
And freedom, which should be, we should give with regard to they choose their subject or choose their education.
Yes.
And also what the growth, the technical things, whatever it may be. So whatever the ideas which they get, we should give the support as a parent or a teacher. We should give the support to the students. We should not restrict. You should not do like that. You should not like that. That is my opinion, sir.
It includes multiple, in things like freedom to think, freedom to express, freedom to, go and associate with the neighborhood friends, okay, and have a peaceful life. That's fine. Fantastic. Okay. And the last right, I just want to tell you, friends, right to be called by their own name. Every child has got the right to have their own name. It's very important. It's very important in the sense, like if a child has got a black color, you cannot call by looking at his or her color. Array, hey black boy, come here, or hey fat boy, you come here. No, you will be insulting the emotions of a child if you call the child by its appearance. Okay, the very important. This is a 13th right is very important. I tell you, every child has got the right to have his or her own name. So a child can have his own name, her own name. It is very important because it plays an important role in the significant growth of its personality. Okay. So friends, I'm coming to the end of the session. Okay. Now, it is not the end of the story. All the parents, the government, and the NGOs, particularly the social workers, should engage in the protection of the rights of the children continuously so as to enable the children to develop their personality in an all-round manner. So we want to see the children with overall developed personalities. We want the children to be our resources, assets, not the terrorist elements in the future, right? So I just want to say this, all of us, you, me, all the citizens of this country, the parents, the government, and also the non-governmental organization have got a very important, significant role in raising our children with a sense of responsibility, with a sense of equality, with a sense of freedom. Okay, it is a long journey through which we can achieve the development of the child's personality. Okay, with this, I can repeat the statement. Today's children are today's citizens. Today's children are today's leaders, today's human resources. Please rear them with care, protect them with love, provide them whatever the good things they require. Okay, so I just end with this statement. Thank you all, one and all, for being patient with me. Now the session is open for discussion.
Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
I have a question.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
I have a question.
Just a minute. Let me
Hello?
complete the question, ma'am.
Hello.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Carry on.
Hello?
One by one.
Sir,
Let me complete the question, please. This is Dr. Mudduraj. Hello.
Very good.
Sir.
I'm listening.
Yes, sir.
Mudduraj.
Sir, excellent presentation, sir. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Sir,
Thank you.
how the children are get rights during COVID-19, sir?
That's what. See, COVID-19 has made the children to suffer emotionally. You know one thing?
Yes, sir.
This is a very beautiful question, I tell you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
last
sir.
6
Thank you,
months
sir.
they have been confined
Yes, sir.
to their homes.
Yes, sir.
They can go out of their homes and meet their friends, nor they are allowed to watch their favorite programs in the television.
Yes, sir.
Nor they are allowed to spend very qualitatively.
Yes,
The
sir.
parents have become very aggressive upon them, and because of that, the adolescent children, particularly the adolescent children, are becoming very aggressive. They are becoming very aggressive and violent also.
Yes,
So during the times of pandemic, I
Yes,
think
sir.
parents have to be a little
Please,
tolerant,
please, all of you mute.
friendly,
Yes, sir.
more lovable. Okay, and we have a lot of responsibility now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it's a very good question, my dear Dr. Mutturaj.
Mudraj. Thank you, sir.
Very
Sir.
nice question.
Thank you very
Sir,
much, sir.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Bagade.
Say.
Hello.
ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ,
Sir,
ತುಂಬಾ
question
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ
is
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
just-
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್,
Thank
ಬಹಳ
you.
ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir.
ಸರ್ ನಂದೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಮರಣವಂತರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೋಷಕರೇ ಕಾರಣನ ಅಥವಾ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಕಾರಣನ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದು?
Suicide ಅಂತನಾ ಸರ್?
ಸರ್
Suicides.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಇದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಾರಣರಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿ, ಬಾರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಮಗುನ SSLC ಮುಗೀತು, PUC ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ರೆಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರು.
We are unable to understand.
Okay, I'll tell you in English. No
Okay, sir.
problem.
ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ లో ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
English lo ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, I
Okay,
will.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Recently, one of my distant relatives
Okay.
had admitted their only daughter to a reputed college to continue her PUC studies.
Okay.
Both the parents wanted their child to study well and score high marks in the NEET examination and to secure a seat in the medicine. Okay, let me tell you this now. The child studied. Okay, at the end of the second year, unfortunately, it failed to perform well in the both KSET as well as NEET. Okay.
Okay, sir.
By both the parents were pressurizing the kid, and the kid was very upset, and it lost its patience. On a bad day, on an unfortunate day, it committed suicide.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, my dear friend, my dear colleague, who is responsible here? It is the parent only.
Parents only.
Parent only.
Okay,
That
sir.
is, it's a very good question. We parents should allow them to live their life. Okay.
Sir.
It
Okay, sir.
should not be
Thank
mark
you, sir.
oriented.
Thank
Sir, one question, sir.
Please, sir.
Sir, hello.
Please, sir. I'm
Hello, sir.
listening.
Sir, at the time of the COVID, the child rights are violated or not, sir?
Very much violated, sir. Very much violated.
Okay,
What
sir.
to do? The situation itself is forcing us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
are
sir.
not allowing them to go out of the home, right? That
Okay.
itself is a big violation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have two
Right,
questions,
Sir,
sir.
Sir, if you
Dr.
think
Thank
the
you,
violation
sir.
of human rights, sir,
Hello?
sir,
Hello?
if you think it is a violation of rights, then we have to see the health of the children, sir. That is why it is not a
You're
violation.
also right. But the thing is, at this juncture, at this situation, survival is the biggest thing. We want our child to survive. Okay.
That is
We can send our
important.
children outside tomorrow, no problem. Okay. The only good thing what we can do is allow them to be happy at home. Okay. Allow them to
This is
be.
one. This is only suspension
Sunil
of
Bagade,
their
sir.
rights during this pandemic. That's all.
Hello,
Ah,
sir.
yes,
Suspension
ma'am.
of rights
Let
during
us,
the pandemic.
let us cross this crucial period safely. Okay.
Then we'll feel pity.
Yes. Anyway, they have a long way to go. They are all children now. Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Sir,
Right.
I am Dr. Sunil Bagade, sir. Sir,
Oh, Sunil Bagade, sir, tell
Sir,
me.
at the time of discussing right to live in a productive environment, you just made
Yes.
an observation saying that children should be surrounded by safe community.
Yes, people like, for example, yes, you complete your question, sir.
Sir, the question is, does it advocate for constant surveillance of the children by the parents?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. So what I mean here is we should not encourage children to befriend with the people like, drug peddlers, antisocial elements. We need to have a little care. We need to be a little careful in protecting them because children are children. They don't know who are good and who is wrong, who are the wrong people. Okay. We need to be a little careful in encouraging them to develop friendship. That is what I meant. Okay.
Sir, I
Thank
have
you,
a question.
Sir,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Sir,
Ah.
I have a question. Can I please?
Hello.
Please.
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
One by one.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅವ್ರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಬ್ಬರಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕೇಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
Can I have
sir,
a
my name is Rashmi.
Okay.
Sir, you mentioned that the 10th right to be cared for in the absence of their parents and the guardian. In
Okay.
that, you mentioned that it is the situation of the responsibility of the parents.
Okay.
Is there any sanctions for the irresponsibility of the parents with respect to their child?
Okay, you please repeat your question. You please repeat your question. Your
Yes,
question is
you
very good.
mentioned that right to be cared.
Huh?
Right to be cared. A child right is to be cared.
Okay.
So that time you mentioned that
In the absence of the parents.
not in the irresponsible of the parents.
Okay.
In the situation of irresponsibility of the parents, this right is available to the every child. Is there any sanctions for the irresponsible parents?
Okay. What do you mean by word sanction?
Sir, I mean
Punishment, sir.
punishment or something.
Punishment.
Punishment. See, no, we don't have any punishments as such. Okay, but thing is, right now the government is focusing more on recovering the child from the dangerous parents or irresponsible parents. So I just want to give the example. Think that father is a very big alcoholic. He never goes to work. Okay, mother is forced to go out and earn. In the due course of time, mother has become a sex worker. That is where the situation I'm referring to. If the mother has become a sex worker because of the inability of the husband to support the family, here the mother is a sex worker, father is a drunkard, both are irresponsible, and this is the situation where the government should step in to protect the child. Okay.
You mean that child can be taken by the government?
Yes. State child. The child's future is more important. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The parents must have ethical values and moral values.
Hello.
Also reflect the kids.
Hello.
Moral values. The parents must have moral values and ethical values.
Yes.
Ethical values
exactly.
are reflect by the kids. That is main important in grow the child. That is main important. Very important.
Okay. Sir,
yes,
in modern days, children's rights are deprived by these parents.
Children
rights are deprived by his parents.
True.
Like impose some conditions to the children. You come first in the class.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Yes, sir. For example, President Raju sir, movie name is first. Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Not give the freedom to the children, sir.
That's true. You are answering your question. You are answering your question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, that's where we have to be a little liberal. We need to be a little more, responsible. We have to become more broad-minded parents now. Okay.
Like, for example, President Raju movie, sir.
Yes.
Some other movies and like.
We should not bother about, the children securing first rank. We want the child to become a very good human being. That should be our goal. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, small doubt, sir. Sir.
Madam.
Can you hear me, sir?
Listening. I'm listening.
Sir, I'm Dr. Nagshishma from Government Law College.
Oh, very good, madam.
Sir, one thing with regard to this, every child has a right to education. This is actually it is directive principles of state policy and judicially as brought from the Mohini Jains and Unikrishnan case. Now it is a fundamental right. Moreover, we are having a Right to Education Act also in addition to that. Is it, sir?
Yes.
But still, some of the children who are there on the streets and they are working as a child labor. So what we have to think about, whether it is a failure on the part of the government or failure on the part of the parents. So what is this situation, sir? Even though we are having the right to education as an enactment and also fundamental right, everything. So one more thing, sir. One more thing. So what we have mentioned with regard to this, that is free from the good governance. Child has the good governance. It is with regard to the government. Government. So now it is even now a situation is like that. Here from Gully to Delhi, the people are thinking about the politics and talking about the politics. And this will be impact on the child, definitely. Is it, sir?
True,
so then how the child will be brought up and how he will become a good politician. Is it, sir?
Yes.
So
That's true.
what is the solution for this, sir?
What? In the beginning itself, I have quoted here, we have a triangular responsibility. Number one is the government. Second is the civil society. Third one is the non-governmental organizations. All of us have to work consciously, recognize the street wandering children, put them at the safe place. Okay. Anyway, the government has established the government homes for the boys and girls. The state homes are there. So we have to work in a team like, okay, triangular attempt has to be made. A conscious attempt has to be made. Okay. And there are devices, departments in the modern days. We have what is known as integrated child protection services now being implemented by the government of every state. Okay. ICPS we have ICPS. We have what is known as DCPO, District Child Protection Officer, having been now appointed by the government of every state. Okay. So in the police department also, we have a wing, a separate wing called Special Juvenile Police Unit, SJPU. Okay. All these people, departments have been working for securing the children from the dangerous situations and providing them safe, place of safety. Okay.
Sir, that is what you told is correct, sir. But I did my PhD on street children only. And I surveyed so many NGOs and also the government homes, sir. Where I went to government homes, so there is everything is right, but they are not providing certain good facilities for them. So for that, they're telling we are lack of funds. So and so NGOs, which is a private NGOs, surveyed there also. They are giving everything right. But I thought afterwards what they're going to do. Some of the students, children, they're told that we are very much interested in the tractor driving and some technical work. These NGOs, they did that. They took all the children to the Maidapur in the Kadapa, near to Kadapa, and they have given their own work. They are done their own work, not giving the training. If it is a situation, so where the child will get the, what you can say, the justice. This is the thing which is happening practically.
That's true, madam. You're right. And as a, since, I understand your concern and your ideas, because, even after having taught for about 25 years and after having spent around 20 years as a family man, I've understood one thing. India is a hugely populous country. The population is very, very much high. The problems are also very high. Only thing is, at least from now onwards, we should think of improving the facilities, the system, slowly, one by one. Okay. With that, I can say, we can pave the way for the positive development of children. Right?
Instead of having, if you want to have helmet, best to have the shield.
Yes,
yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Right, madam.
Hello.
Hello, madam. Tell me.
Hello.
Tell me. Hello.
Sir, my name is Nuzhat Parveen, sir. Hello.
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 Sir, myself is Nuzhat Parveen.
Tell me, madam. Parveen, madam, tell me.
Sir, I'm from Chitapur, sir, Government First Grade College, Chitapur, sir. I have a small questions that juvenile delinquency crime is it punishable or not, sir?
No, madam. Juvenile delinquents are not punishable under the law. Up to the age of 18 years, they are exempted.
18 years.
18 years. Under the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children. One more thing. They should not be called as delinquents. They should not be called as delinquent. Okay? They should only be called as either children in need of care and protection, or the children in conflict with the law. They cannot be called as child offender, delinquents. No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But they have the sir. Probation is one of the areas where the delinquent child will be sent, no, sir?
That's what. They can be admitted to the boys' homes, or juvenile homes.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir, for a systematic presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Well.
Sir, I have a question. I am Olagranjan Khatua from West Bengal.
From which place, sir?
From West Bengal, sir.
West
Mumbai
Bengal, very
Konga-
nice meeting you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me, sir.
Sir, you have mentioned, sir, several rights for children. Sir, a large number of children are feeling they have a crisis of identity. So, identity crisis.
Yes,
you
sir.
have mentioned lastly, sir, every child has the right to have their name.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I think by this right, it will be they will be free from the crisis.
That's true.
Sir, are you agree with me?
Yes, yes, you are true. You are very much true.
Okay.
Every child should be identified by his or her name.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you cannot.
Amartya Sen, sir, Professor Amartya Sen has
Yes.
written, sir, this
You're
book,
very much
identity
right.
crisis.
You're very much right, Professor.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So with this, shall I end the session?
Sir, please. Sir, any dear participants, any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, hello.
Please
Hello.
tell me, sir.
Yeah,
Please
sir.
tell me.
Myself, Natraj, Assistant Professor, Vidyodaya College, Tumko. I have a small question, sir.
Please tell me, sir.
Yeah, sir. Nowadays, what is happening? Both the parents are going for earning money. They are concentrating on earning money. Meanwhile, for a small child, they are appointing caretaker. So we are witnessing many cases. Caretakers are not taking proper care of the child. They are providing any sleeping tablets to them and engaging in other illegal kind of activities. All those things. Whether it is a irresponsibility from the parent side, because they are earning money for the future, but they are not thinking about future of the child. So because as home is the first school of the child, so it is needed to take care of the child in the initial stage only.
That's true. That is true. We have the I can. What's your good name? What's your good name?
Natraj, sir. Natraj.
Natraj. Natraj. Unfortunately or fortunately, we have reached a stage. This stage, I have a small answer to this question. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. We ourselves have to be blamed for this. Okay. One thing.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you what is that condition is. We have kept away from our parents. You agree with me?
Definitely, sir.
Yes, that is also one of the reasons, sir.
If we keep our elderly parents with us, they can give good company to our younger children, right?
Yes. Joint family concept is
in the name of privacy, we are sending them away, or we are keeping them away, and we are inviting all problems, sir. Right?
Sir, if you permit me, I will tell the answer for Natraj, sir. Sir, if you permit me, I will tell the answer for Natraj, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
We are telling that here means educated women should be in the home, should take care of the children. Should not
I am not saying like that.
No.
I am not saying that. Why are you thinking of that way, madam?
Yes, sir. See, this is for that. We should balance the things, isn't it, sir?
Yes.
Even though employed women or parents are there, they have to take care. Why they are working only for the children, sake of the children, not for them. Here we are earning not for us, sir. It is for the children only. Then at the same time, we have to balance the things, sir. We have to take care of the children also. We have to balance the things. So what the sir told, in case elderly person is there, then we can keep in the home.
Yeah,
If the elderly
definitely.
persons are not there,
is exactly.
we have to balance. We have to balance the things. One more thing, what we can do is, if we give the daycare center, what they're doing, so what the baby is doing, how the health, and these things we have to see, sir. I'll tell you one example, sir. In Chennai, when the incidents has happened, they went to the court. See, after the parents are grown elder, elder people, they went to court. At that time, so they asked that why you are not giving any matter, you are not taking care of your parents. So the child has given an answer, the son who has given an answer that when I am a childhood, when I am a small kid, I am in the school, both the parents are there going for the, employment, and all the children will go at 4:30, but my mother will come at 6 o'clock to pick me up. So till that time, I stayed in the school along with the watchman. So I suffered like anything. So they are not taken care. The same thing he has mentioned. But the parents, it is not a mistake of the parents. But the thing is that when both the parents are working, then they have to balance the things. You have to take care of the children. You have to spend some time for the children. If you won't spend means they will become in some other way. They'll become violent. So that is why we had a lot.
Yeah, that is what my question.
So we should not have the more eagerness, more. I mean, what you can say that things that we had to become like this, we had to become like that. Leaving the children, family. That is not a good thing. When you have to balance the thing, that nothing will be happen, sir. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Hello.
Thank you,
Excuse me, sir.
Any one more
Sir, Dr. Chandrasekhar, Principal of Siddhartha Law College, Gulbarga.
Oh,
sir.
Very nice speaking to you, sir. Tell me, sir.
Sir, it is a nice explanation, sir. One thing, sir, if you want to protect our culture or ethical, this one, the education policy, what we are going nowadays. Which language we have to teach that one. So, for example, if you want to protect our culture, the parents are necessary. We are going outside and we don't know about the what type of language, what type of culture they are doing that one. That's the one thing, sir. Then whether the state language or the mother language, so they must be their overall development with there if they have the education in mother tongue. Otherwise, it is very difficult to protect the interest of the children.
That is true. The primary school education should happen in their mother tongue. Okay.
Yes,
later on, they can choose in the higher levels. They can choose any medium. Okay.
Sir, what's your opinion regarding online classes, sir, to the children?
Online classes are the need of the day now. We cannot avoid. We have to continue providing education, right?
Yes,
so we cannot deprive our children from they having education. So online classes for the time being have to go on.
Sir, one thing, sir, because what happened?
Online classes, as a person, if you ask me, I'm not happy. But there is no other way out, right? We don't have any other solution.
Yeah, sir. One thing, sir, because
my opinion that, sir, 1 minute, sir. It is my opinion that. See, whether you studied in mother tongue or English or Hindi, whatever it may be, we have to teach the ethics for the students, children, sir. Culture. So, being a parent, this is the first school for them. The home is that. We have to teach the ethics, morality, and the culture, everything to our children, sir. Then only they are grown up very nicely, sir. That is my opinion.
Very good. Very good.
Definitely. Sir.
I have a question, sir. Can I ask?
Please, madam.
Yeah, sir. I'm Sharika Rai from SDM Law College, Mangalore. Whatever child rights we have discussed now, I would like to know whether they are absolute or whether there are some limitations on them. One thing. Secondly is, what is your opinion on child rights vis-a-vis parental or teachers' sanctions for disciplinary or such other matters, which is again, I think, is for the proper raising of the children.
Okay. So for the first one, you asked me whether the child rights are absolute.
Yes.
You mean to say fundamental or not?
Yeah, no, not whether they are having any limitations on that, or whether like we have freedom of speech. And there are restrictions on it. Similarly, child right, whether they are absolute, especially when we speak about child's right to freedom. So absolute freedom, I think nobody.
That's what. See, they are not absolute. As you know, since you have pointed out, I'm telling, we should not provide absolute freedom, but provide to a healthier level. We can provide them to associate with better people. Okay, to express themselves freely at home with their parents. Okay, but the rights of children are absolute. Rights of children are absolute.
One more thing, sir, like we come across many such cases, maybe sometimes it is framed also, sometimes it may be genuine also, in cases of school, where the teacher might have, beaten a child, maybe to correct it, but then unfortunately the NGOs and other activists come and the teachers are framed. Sometimes it would be like that. Sometimes they go to another extreme steps. So what is your opinion on this, sir? See, what kind of a child rights, where do we stand in such kind of a paradoxical situation?
Now, okay, you have told me one thing very clearly, that sometimes the child might be beaten by the teachers. Beating should be, as far as possible, beating should be avoided. Okay, beating should be avoided because that will impact upon the child's mind very negatively, right? So as far as possible, corporal punishment should be avoided, right? So that's it. No, corporal punishment is not advisable. Better.
parent abroad and all Western countries, it is like, we come across many cases where a child is taken away in foster cares and all those things, because cultural differences also come. Because I have read about a case where the child was taken away because saying that the parents were negligent about the child's care. The child was made to sleep with the parents' room, because in India, children are kept in parents' room only, unlike in abroad where they're kept separately in a nursery. So cultural differences also come in cases of exercising these child rights and interpretation of child rights. That is what
it is up to you, madam. Up to the parents. Either they can allow the child to sleep to a certain age, like up to 13 to 14 years of age.
Will be blamed for negligently handling the children. So cultural differences also comes, and where the parents are actually taking care of them, keeping the child close to them. Whereas from abroad, the point of view changes, where it is said that child is not given.
I agree with you. Of course, India is India, and abroad, foreign countries are foreign. Let us not follow them blindly.
Everywhere.
Right.
Because my child, when I ask her to clean one cup of tea which she has kept, she said, that's child labor. See what kind of impact it is having.
You're right. Yes.
Okay. Sir, one thing.
Sir, hello. Madam, one question is there, madam. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Carry on, sir.
Madam, sir.
Tell us, sir.
Hello, sir. I am Dr. G.K. Bhumangoda from KNVS College, Kittur. Sir, I have studied about the juvenile children. But in the madam asked that question also. The taking care of children is very bad in the government. What in observation homes and everywhere. What about some of the taking care of that those children?
See, there is a proverb: something is better than nothing. Right now, the government
that's
is
okay, sir.
nothing.
But so many children says that in the absence of their caretakers in the offices and everywhere, so they request that we are going outside.
Okay.
But they are treating as a what in the prison.
No.
Criminals, how they are going to treat the jails. Yes, sir.
Notion should go out of the minds of all of us. See, government. That's why governments have established very good governmental institutions like boys' homes, girls' homes.
Girls' homes are there.
Special homes, district shelter homes. Many institutions are there. But it is just the beginning. We have to improve them. We should not make a comment like they are prisons. No. They are at least providing something. Something.
Yes, sir. That is very important, sir.
Food, clothing, shelters have been guaranteed.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you. Let me add one thing to your question, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not boasting. Or exaggerating. But I tell you, I have stayed in one of the child institution in Mysore.
Yes, sir.
Good number of students have passed out. Their SSLC examination, matriculation. They have completed their college days. Master's degree. Now they have become very good officers. So, very good officers.
Yes.
We should appreciate the efforts of the government.
Yes, sir. So many. Yes.
Only thing is
so many good officers are also there, sir. Yes.
The demerits and difficulties will be there.
Yes. Both.
Okay, everybody, in every organizations, wrong elements will be there.
Yes, sir.
Let us try to improve the situation or the facilities from here onwards. Let's hope for the best.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello. Anyone question?
You can ask me.
No, Samudra sir wants to tell vote of thanks to you, sir.
Vote of thanks, sir.
Okay, you can do that. No problem.
Anybody ask a question? Professor Dr. Chandramouli, sir?
No.
Okay. Sir, Professor Dr. Chandramouli, sir, really excellent presentation on.
Very excellent, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
I never
Sure. Excellent presentation.
I never heard about your presentation. Excellent presentation. On behalf of Really, sometimes resource persons are absent.
Okay.
Sometimes resource persons are
absent. So due to some unavoidable
Oh,
circumstances.
enlighten on us. Good information on human rights, child rights, and etc. etc. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of
very nice.
HRDC,
Very nice, sir. Topic is also very nice.
On behalf of all the participants, thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I welcome all of you. I welcome all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right, sir. Right, sir. We'll leave now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
ఏం చేసావు? స్టవ్ ఆపేవా లేదా? అయ్యో రామ్ రామ్. ఆపమ్మా. పైలో పెట్టివా లోలో పెట్టివా? All right, come on.